Hey everybody, welcome to the 32nd episode of Let's Talk With You podcast. This is Chancellor D with Frankie K Cosplay.
Hi, this is Frankie K Cosplay. Hi.
We just did an episode about NC Comicon 2016 and your cosplaying and overall, did you enjoy the weekend?
Oh yeah, I enjoyed the weekend. It was great. Meeting people and learning new things about cosplay. So yeah, I really enjoyed myself.
Awesome. Well, hope you all enjoy. It's also one of my rare in-person episodes. So enjoy and make sure you follow her on her cosplay adventures and please subscribe to us on YouTube.
Yes, please subscribe.
All right.
Bye.
Later.
Welcome to Let's Talk With You podcast.
So we're at the last day of NC Comicon. How's it been for you?
The con?
Yes.
I had a great time. I wish I've gotten here a little bit earlier on Friday so I can have more time to enjoy the con on Friday instead of running around trying to check in because I had a late check-in time. So, doing all that running and then putting my, luggage and stuff in the room while in cosplay is it's not that fun. But overall, I had a great time. I met so many amazing people. We got a lot of pictures, and I can't wait for the pictures to come out. And I had a great time actually finally meeting you in person. We've been friends on Facebook for a while, so yeah, but I had a great time. I enjoyed myself.
Same here. I think of all the cons I've gone to, this has probably been my best con experience to date.
Yeah.
I like this and Animazement and Wizard World, so this has probably been the best con experience period.
I think so too, and I haven't been to many cons. I've only been to cons inside the state of North Carolina, so so far, yeah, this is the best con, especially since I'm able to have a room and be able to bring people up here and relax and talk. That was great.
So when did you start getting into cosplay cons or geek culture?
Okay, well, geek culture, my dad got me into that. Both my dad and my mom, because my mom, back in the day when the Sega Genesis was a thing, she and I would stay up all night playing Sonic, or the Aladdin game on the Sega Genesis. And then my dad got me into anime because one day he was just randomly watching Sailor Moon on, the TV. And I just sat there next to him and I was just mind blown. I'm like, this is my life now. This is what I want to do. I want to be Sailor Moon. And so, my mom would just buy me a bunch of random princess dresses from Disney and stuff, and I would just play dress up all the time. I started actually getting into cosplay I want to say around the age of 19. Right. I just randomly decided to make my own character one day, and I bought this school uniform outfit online and also these goggles, and I made this red spiky wig, and her name was Midnight, and she was a steampunk princess / fighter, and I don't know, she was this really cool, awesome, chill character, and ever since then I'm like, I want to do more of this. So I guess I started doing my research on cosplay and stuff like that, and I saw that people actually do this as a career. So I'm like, okay, that's what I have to do. So I continued doing it. My first con was Animazement in 2009. Okay. Yeah. I think it was 2009.
Did you cosplay then?
Yes, I did cosplay. Yes, it was 2009. And my cosplay lineup was Yoko from Gurren Lagann, and then Yoruichi from Bleach. And then on Sunday, I just wore a purple wig and walked around. Usually on the last days of cons, I just like to relax and chill. So yeah.
I'm gonna say 2009, that was my first con too, and
Really?
amazement.
Oh, cool.
At the same con at the same time.
Yeah.
So I just had on a Naruto shirt.
Oh.
I didn't know anything cosplay. I didn't know it was a thing. And the first people I saw get off the elevator was a Princess Peach and a Mario. And it's like, okay, and you got to get out the parking garage. I was like, okay, people in costumes. This is cool. And then got inside. I was like, oh shoot, this is a thing.
Yeah.
It's not just like Halloween. So.
Yeah, I think that's what I like about cosplay too, because it's like Halloween's my favorite holiday, and so just to have any reason to dress up is is like my life. And so the simple fact that I can consider myself a cosplayer, I can just dress up for just no reason, and just that's what I do. That's what I love to do. So, yeah.
So 2009. So you just like jump into it head first since then.
Can you repeat that again?
You just jump into it like head first.
Yeah,
since then, going
pretty
forward.
much. I just kind of, I remember being at an amazement, I kept getting stopped a lot, and people were taking my pictures. I'm like, God, is this a thing? So yeah, I kind of just like jumped into the deep end. Had to stop for a while because I got sick. So, so I stopped cosplaying for at least a couple of years, and last year, 2015 was when I got right back into it. At this very con, NC Comicon, I cosplayed Catwoman, and ever since then, you spoke with him earlier, Eddie Newson. He actually kind of like encouraged me to get back into cosplaying, because he was like, don't give up, just because you like had like that downfall. If you want to continue, if that's your dream, then go for it. And ever since then, it's like I've been getting better and better and better at it. And I'm just getting to this point that like I love it. I enjoy it, and this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And I know that now.
Do you want to be like a professional cosplayer?
I want to become a professional cosplayer. I don't consider myself a professional cosplayer because I'm still learning stuff. And I'm still an amateur. I still don't know like certain things or how to like, make certain pieces, but for the most part I try to create my own cosplay. So I won't consider myself a professional until like I actually start getting paid to like go places and stuff like that.
Okay. So what are the cons you've been to?
Okay, so Animazement, I've been to Animazement twice. I've been to Charlotte Comic-Con, and I've also been to NC Comicon twice. And I was supposed to go to Heroes Con, and I didn't get a chance to, but those are the few cons that I've been to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's like the anything out of the states you want to go to?
I want to go to Dragon Con. Also, what's it called? It's that con in Ohio where it's like you're like in a huge swimming park. I forget the name of it, but I really want to go to that con.
Is that Otakon? Or no, that's Maryland.
It's
wrong.
I forgot the name of it, but I really want to go to that con.
Yeah.
And so I also want to go to San Diego Comic Con one day, New York Comic Con, and BlurredCon next year sounds like something I would be interested in. So yeah, that would be great.
That would be a first of its kind.
Really?
So I think, because we saw person in charge of it last night at the party.
Oh yeah, I remember y'all talking about that.
So it's like, okay. Trying to find out, he told me he's from here. So I'm like, okay, so this is, North Carolina is a big grounds for a lot of staging areas. Because at the Mandalorian Mercs panel yesterday, they said that they started here in the area. So like a lot of things come out of our state. Yeah,
a lot of things come out of our state and then they just like progress. But it's like really unfair because we don't get the credit for it ever. And I'm like, North Carolina doesn't suck that bad. We got so many amazing artists and people who like are from here, and then they just branch out, but they never know that they're from here. True. Give us some credit.
Just like the go-go singer or musician, as I say musician, Chuck Brown. He's from North Carolina.
Oh, really?
But people said he said he was from DC. I was like, wait, he really is from
North Carolina.
the country.
Yeah.
So it's like, and it's like, okay, there's a lot of people who are from here, and either they'll claim it or you just change it for like stage name purposes. But so to you, who's Frankie K Cosplay? And there's people wondering like, who are you?
So who am I?
So, like, what's your origin story?
Well, that's interesting because I have so many. Well, I don't know. I guess. Do you just want me to like explain how I got into it? Or,
yeah,
like...
and like your cosplayer origin story. As much as you want to share.
I'm trying to like figure out like exactly what do you mean by that cosplay origin.
Let's say, okay, so mine, like, that's Chancellor D cosplay. Mine came out of, I named the character in DC Universe Online. And it was kind of like, I had another name I'll tell you after we're done recording.
Yeah.
The real name.
Oh, okay.
When it came to Chancellor D. But I couldn't think of a cosplayer name, so I was like, I have a character name, I'll just take that.
Oh, so you're talking about like my cosplay name, where did that came from?
Yeah, like that,
Yeah, sorry, I got confused. I'm like, I thought I told you how I got into cosplay.
Oh, you did, but I was like, well, what's the origin behind Frankie?
Frankie K.
Frankie K.
So Frankie is a nickname that was assigned to me while I was still working at JCPenney. My name is too long. My name is Francesca. And a lot of people are like, I like that name. It's really pretty, but like it's a mouthful. I'm like, I think you're just lazy. But, they'll either call me Fran or my family calls me Cheska. And then one of my friends just like randomly started calling me Frankie. And I'm like, okay. And she, we worked together and, she started calling me that and it just stuck. So Frankie is my nickname. And then K is the initial of my middle name. So Francesca Keisha Waldron. So Frankie K is basically like, my initials. Gotcha. So that's where that name came from.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, I always like to hear like the origin behind people's names.
Yeah.
I think it means something, because instead of saying just pick a random name, it's like, what was the story behind it?
Yeah, that's my story behind it. It's just everybody knows me as Frankie. So, like for me to just pick a different name, it's just like, that would be kind of stupid for me to like, that's what people know me as and it's easy for people to remember. And then K is just my middle initial. So yeah.
Okay, cool. So, okay, so I know, so back to the con, and thanks for sharing your story. So, what are some things that you did this weekend?
Some things that I did.
Yes.
So on Friday, I just kind of scoped out the place, met people, talked to them, took a bunch of pictures, and just basically tried to promote myself as a cosplayer. And then my friend gave me this like signed Gerard Way pop toy that I am so in love with because Gerard Way is my hero. And after that, I ate and took some more photos, attended a few panels, and then I went to the Gerard Way panel later on that night. And I spent like the majority of the rest of the con waiting in that line because, it was limited seating and I didn't want to stand up or anything, so yeah. Friday was pretty eventful, and then after that I just got out of my cosplay and I walked around the city, just went to random spots and locations, spoke to people, and got a few beers and came back to my hotel room, drank one, and I crashed.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Because, because I wasn't there that long Friday.
Yeah, I remember that.
Few hours.
Yeah, and I was trying to meet back up with you, but it was just between like trying to juggle everything and everybody kept stopping me for a picture. It's hard to say no. Like, I'm busy. No, I can't. So, that's, I don't want to seem rude if I'm like, no, I don't want to. That just sounds rude.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I really was trying to get back to you so we can meet up and stuff, but yeah.
Oh, I know. It's just, I know that, life as a cosplay, people want to get your picture. You don't want to say no and then say, well, that person was rude.
Yeah.
And then, word spreads quickly.
Yeah.
So it's like,
oh, she's a bitch. And I'm like, no, I'm not like that.
Yeah,
I just,
Yeah,
I'm trying to get stuff done, or I'm trying to get to this panel on time. And that's just one thing that I feel like a lot of people don't really consider is that, like, yeah, it's okay to take pictures and everything. It's just like sometimes you gotta go. So if you're literally just like one person after another, and you see that that's happening to a cosplayer, just let them be and then catch them in their free time. So yeah.
And what's the other rule? If they're sitting there eating food, don't ask to take pictures.
Yeah, or drinking, or if you're like in a conversation with someone, because that also happened to me too, where I'm sitting here talking to someone, and then someone will just like, I need your picture, and I'm like, can you say excuse me? Like, can I take your photo? And then they'll just be like, they'll just interrupt and like, oh my god! I get people are excited, but just be considerate. Yeah.
Because I happened at the gala last night. There's people I want to take pictures of, and I was like, I don't want to interrupt them.
Yeah.
But then eventually I said, excuse me, can I take a picture too of you? And then let them go back to the conversation.
Yeah.
But it's like, you don't want to say, hey you.
Yeah, photo,
But, yeah,
now.
It's like, that's not how it works.
No, it's not. And so, I don't know, I just guess that's something that people are just going to have to like start taking into consideration. So, I don't know, maybe I might make a video of it someday or something.
So, and speaking of that, like, what is the feedback you've gotten from like fans on your cosplay page, or just in general?
Well, they always say I do a good job. If there's something that, they find a little weird, they'll give me constructive criticism. So, but most of the feedback has been very positive. I have not encountered anything negative yet. I know I will soon. The more popular I get, people are going to like probably pick on my skin color, or the fact that I'm just a black female cosplaying in general, or just something. There's always going to be someone who's going to hate on you for you cosplaying, whether you're just, no matter like your age, race, gender, if you don't stick to that character like exactly from head to toe, if you don't do their cosplay right, then they'll find something to be negative about. But so far, all I have is like confidence, positive feedback from people.
Good. Yeah, I think in some regards, hearing from some other cosplayers is like, as soon as you get negative feedback, it means you're doing something right.
Yeah, that's true.
But then it's like, you don't want to hear it, because then it's like that negative thing, like it kind of sticks with you.
Yeah, and it's hurtful, to get that negative feedback. There are just people in this planet that just want to hurt, and it's because they're not happy with themselves. Yes. So, like, I have to keep reminding myself, like, one of these days you're going to encounter someone hateful like that, and what are you going to do? And I'll just keep telling myself, like, I have to love myself unconditionally, no matter what. Because if I don't, and I let that get to me, then like, who knows what could happen. I don't want something like that, someone's words, to discourage me from, living my dream. So, yeah, negativity is usually just someone wishing that they could either be you or have that confidence that you have, just something. So don't ever let that get to you.
And what would you tell people who are just like, I can't do it? Or yesterday at the panel, I think I said something like, is it black enough or not black enough thing? What do you tell those people?
Well, the people that feel like they can't do it, I know everybody's like, just do it. Literally, you just have to do it, because like, that's how I felt too. I was like, no one's ever gonna like my cosplay. There's not people that look like me in this industry. I'm not gonna ever get to where I want to. And after I started doing that, I kept getting positive feedbacks, and you just join communities, learn, and forget everything but also like be willing to learn and teach yourself new things. Don't go into it thinking that you know everything. So as long as you're willing to learn, and just open up yourself, you can do it. Like, I would just say, just tell yourself that you're gorgeous, you're beautiful, and no matter what anyone says or feels, as long as you have confidence in your artwork or like your ability to put things together, then screw everyone. Just screw them. As for like, you know, the being a nerd or something isn't black enough. I grew up listening to a lot of rock music, always being like the odd girl out. And so, you know, everybody was like, oh, isn't that for white people? Like, or you just want to be white? Why are you dressing like those emo white kids? And I'm like, you know, rock and roll was founded by black people.
Yeah, it was.
So, I'm sorry. I mean, it's just something that's like more so popular in a white culture, but you know, it's for everyone. Music is for everyone to enjoy. So it's not only for one race in general. And so when I hate it when people's like, oh, well, you're not black enough because you do this or that. And I'm like, no, my skin makes me black. So, you know, whatever I do on the outside does not make me my own race. It's my skin. And so if I consider myself black, then I'm black.
Right.
So, you know, forget anybody who doesn't say so.
Because that's, I think, to like a lot of nerds, no matter what race they are, that's always like a hard thing to talk about.
Yeah. Just to be like, you know, like a closet nerd or something like that. Yeah, because, you know, some people, they feel like they're not cool enough, or if they do something that it might not be cool enough and they might not be accepted. And I'm just like, no, like, especially as a teenager, years from now, none of that's gonna matter. No. So just be yourself, and then you're not gonna regret anything in the past. Like, you know, whenever you grow up, you're not going to regret nothing. So just be yourself now. Be the best you can be, and anybody who wants to hate on you, just punch them in the face. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, you know, forget them. They're hating because you have something that they want. And so just keep that in mind, that like, again, if you got haters, you're doing something right.
Right.
So
it's funny you said rock music, because like I think when the Guitar Hero or rock music stuff came out, that's when I like fully embraced it. Yeah. So now it's like that's my go-to music. It's like,
me too. I love rock music.
And so who are some of your favorite artists?
Asking Alexandria. There's also My Chemical Romance, of course, like all-time fave.
Yes.
I like a lot of like old school punk, like 90s punk, Blink 182.
Okay.
And I used to listen to a lot of Japanese rock, like Maximum the Hormone, the Gazette, Deluhi. Japanese rock, like J-rock, was like my all-time favorite growing up. Like being a teenager, listening to that, like even though like I could hardly understand what they were saying, it's so catchy, and you know, it's pretty fun. So yeah, I'm trying to think. The Distillers. I have so many. The Kill Switch Engage, Straight Line Stitch. I like a lot of heavy metal.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do your friends, like, are they into it as well? Or
what was that?
Are a lot of your friends into it as well?
Yeah. Well, it depends. Like I have like a mixture of friends. Like, you know, we're all like a melting pot, literally. So I have friends that are into like rock, and you know, I have a few friends that are black that are into rock and, you know, the alternative style. And I have friends that are just like, you know, more like laid back hip hop, you know, just want to, just typical urban culture, I guess.
Gotcha.
And then I just have some like really cool nerdy otaku friends as well. So yeah.
Okay. Because I know I had a conversation with a friend of mine a few weeks ago, and I was saying like, yeah, I'm into like classic rock and stuff, like Beatles and stuff, and they're like, I don't know anybody else that's into that like you, or it's, like, I was commenting on an Instagram picture of theirs, and they're like, thank you, my first favorite Comic-Con friend, and then they didn't know anybody else, like black person that was into this kind of stuff. Yeah. So I was like, really? I'm the only person you know? But
it's kind of hard to come across that, especially down in the South, because you know, everybody had like, they like to stick to one culture, basically just stereotypical down here. And if you just try to shy outside of the norm, people just stare at you or like treat you differently because, you know, you're not trying to fit in. And again, that's just coming out of fear or insecurity. And so whenever I do get treatment like that, I just ignore it unless, you know, if they're trying to be confrontational. So yeah, but it's really sad that a lot of black people or people of color or just certain people in general can't express themselves because they're afraid of how people will look or think about them. So that's unfair. That's really unfair.
It is, because, and like I know I have some friends that think they embrace it to a certain degree.
Yeah.
But then they turn around and say, no, I can't go to that. But
Yeah.
But they're like, but you're going to the Marvel movies, you're going to the DC movies, you're playing the video games.
Yeah.
But take that extra step and go to a con.
Yeah.
Just go. I mean,
Yeah, just go.
You don't have to cosplay.
Yeah.
But as I tell
No one's
people,
gonna judge you.
I'm like, as I tell people, like, you don't have to dress up. It's fun. Now I gotta say it's fun, but just be prepared to actually get. Can I get your picture? Can I get your picture? Can I get your picture?
Yeah.
And like, and also when you do that, I mean, this is my advice to listeners: have somebody to help hand your stuff or hold your stuff.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't know, just someone that like, you know, just wants to go for the experience, like have them follow you around and like help you because it's kind of hard for, you know, you to just be by yourself, or if you put your stuff down somewhere, someone might just come and grab it or something. So yeah, just be prepared on that note. Or like wear a costume that has pockets or something, that way you can like stuff it in there. So yeah.
Yeah, because like, you know, like I have like having bags with me. I learned a couple of years ago having 2 bags with me and trying to cosplay, and it's like
It's a no-no.
No, I had a camera in a book bag, and I'm like, okay, I can't put the camera on my site, so no, don't do this again.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the same thing I learned. I'm trying to think. No, Animazement, which was my first con, I had a room actually, like in a hotel. So I was just able to leave all my stuff there. But you know, like carrying your phone and your wallet and stuff like that, like that's something I still couldn't like put anywhere, but I wanted to carry it with me. And so every time I got stopped to take a picture, I either had to hide it some way or put it somewhere, you know, close by where I can see it and take the photo. But you know, you always worry that somebody might just come like grab it because there's like so many people here.
Yes.
So yeah, it does help to have someone that just wants to go to the con and see cosplays and stuff and follow you around and help you with that kind of stuff.
Just yesterday when I took some pictures, I think we did that Teen Titans group.
Yeah.
On the spot picture. I had my bag behind me, but I was like kept looking like, it's still there, right?
Yeah.
But you want to be trusting.
Yeah.
But you just know, just in society, you gotta keep your normal sense of guard up. I mean, I think. Do you think you can be yourself more at a con? I'm just thought about this. Like, you can be more who you are, 100%, versus like the real world, quote unquote. Actually,
I do. I feel like here I can be bubbly and fun and, you know, talk to people. I feel more comfortable whenever I go to cons. Versus as in the real world, like I feel like I have to hide like certain things because I'm just like, I don't know how people are gonna perceive me, or like if they're gonna talk about me behind my back, or how it's gonna affect my work life. And it's usually at work when I'm like that. Whenever I'm going out in public in general, I'm just like, whatever, I don't care what people say about me. But it's usually like in a work environment when I'm worried about like how people would react to the things I do and like, and you know, my hobbies and all that. So yeah, I do feel a lot more comfortable whenever I do go to cons because, you know, around people that are artists or creatives, and you know, we all share one thing in common, and that's like our love for comic book characters, manga character, anime, cartoon characters, art. So yeah, I relate to these people more. Like I consider us like all a huge family, right. Loving, caring family.
So, I know we have a few minutes left. What kind of cons do you prefer, like the anime cons, comic cons, or like the mixture cons?
I like the mixture cons because you have options to do both, like anime or comic book characters or video game characters. So I like cons that, like, you know, like Dragon Con. it's just like a huge melting pot where you can just like anybody can come and cosplay as anyone. Like versus Animazement, I do see superhero cosplays there, but we're comic book character cosplays. But it's more like aiming for people of the anime community to come out, and I see more anime cosplays than I do comic book characters. And then here at NC Comicon, I see more comic book characters than I do anime characters. So, or video game characters.
Yeah.
So
And I saw a few Master Chiefs yesterday.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay.
Yeah. So I do like that like mixture more so than like one or another. So yeah.
Do you feel like the pressure is like, okay, like Comic-Con, you have to do a comic book character, or does it matter to you?
I don't feel that pressure all the time. I just know that like if I for a Comic-Con, if I cosplay a comic book character or a game character, then I'll get more recognition because more comic book fans are here versus as an Animazement, maybe a video game character or an anime character. People will recognize that more often than they would a comic book character. So, yeah.
And have you seen like any like this like random like photo ops of like characters from like two different genres, like like the posing or fighting each other?
I don't think I came across any of that during this con.
Okay.
So, yeah.
The only one I think I didn't see it here, but I remember it might have been Animazement or it might be Animazement. It was somebody like the first year. It was somebody cosplayed as Mario. Then they had Mario versus Master Chief.
Oh.
It could have been NC Comicon like when they first had it here. I don't remember, but
I do have a photo of me fighting Scorpio from Mortal Kombat, and I'm dressed as Catwoman.
Nice.
So it was pretty cool. It came out blurry, so I didn't post it, but I do have that photo.
And I know here you did Storm and Starfire. So, like, did you did people really take to your cosplays this year?
Oh yeah, especially Storm got like a huge hit. Everybody, whenever I was dressed up as her, kept stopping me. As for Starfire, people recognized the character, and like, it was the first time I wore a costume, and I was like having some malfunctions with my boots and everything, so I didn't get to give her more time on the floor like I wanted to. But yeah, I would say as for those two characters that I cosplayed, they were a huge hit at this con.
And I know it's like we could talk more. I know we'll do more of these. You're welcome to do more later if you want to.
Okay, sure.
Where can people find you, your cosplay, and work and everything online? Okay,
well, I do have a Facebook page, and that's Frankie K Cosplay. And then on Tumblr, I'm still working on my Tumblr, but just Frankie K on Tumblr. And on Instagram, it is Frankie_KX9. And I do have a Twitter as well, which is Frankie K. So just find me on any one of those platforms, and yeah. I'm also working on a YouTube channel, and on that YouTube channel I'll be doing makeup tutorials and just random vlogs, and also tutorials on how to make certain things for your cosplay. So look out for that as well. Just join me on any of those platforms, and then I'll keep y'all updated.
Okay, well, this was fun.